Morning folks, how are we doing? Welcome to another episode of Rob's Engine Repairs. In today's video, in today's video guys, we've got a blower. Apparently it runs, it's an Honda. What make we got? There's no model number on that, we'll look in a minute. But it's a lovely machine. So what we'll do, we'll have a look, do a normal checks and tests, and then we'll get back to it, eh? Welcome back. So let's just take this piping off. That should just twist off. Thank you. That'll give us a bit more breathing room. So as you can see, it's a lovely little Honda blower. Apparently it's running, but the pull cord, as you can see, it's just non-existent. So what we're going to do, firstly, I'm going to check that oil, make sure we've got plenty of oil in it, because I don't want it seizing up on me while I'm repairing it. So let's just check that oil, folks. Yeah, and as usual, it's tight. It's not too shabby. Could do with a change, but it's not here to get a service, so I'm just making sure it has got oil in. So folks, so what we'll need is a Allen key. In fact, I might be better off putting them in here. No. So let's just crack this you know, but it's a lovely machine. Get your parts tray. I've worked with on a couple of these in the past. But as normal, it's not been looked after. It's been bashed. It's been pulled, it's been prodded. But here at Rob's Engine Repairs, we will show it a bit of love. So, your pull cord will just pull off and out of the rubber grommet at the bottom, the tank grommet there. Look at that, that's absolutely filthy, that. So this is what we want, folks. The pull start, and I'm guessing there's no spring left in it, or it's snapped. That's what my so let's just take that off. And just remember, folks, before you take that off, just remember how it goes. So obviously you've got your screw, and then you've got your like plastic grommet, okay, and obviously that's got the spring facing that way, like like that. So in fact that can stay in. So yeah, as you can see, that's all it is. That's all that's happened to this. It's just snapped off. The end of it's just snapped off. See? So all we're going to do with that, folks, is I'm going to get some long nose pliers. I'll get some little ones actually. And I might get away with putting a loop on it. Now, I don't know if it's going to... Let me have a... I don't know if it's going to... it might not hold, because that does look a bit chabby to me, that. But then again, it might. So all I'm going to do is put that on a bend. The end, yeah, that's just snapping off that, but that might just be the fragile, the end bit. I'll soon tell you, folks. No, it's just snapping. I think it needs a new one. Let's have a look. Let's take it back that bit further and see what it's like. Now that's got plenty of bend in it there. Right, folks, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to apply a bit of heat to that. Just so I can get the bend on it I need, really. Let me get rid of that. See, this is the good stuff though, this bit. I think we might get away with that, you know. I think we might get away with that, folks. Just let me whack a bit of it on that. Not too much, because you don't want to melt it. So, just get your torch on it nice and light. Make sure it's away from any plastic. But you can see that bend. Let's give that a nice bend, like so. That's perfect, that. And all I'm going to do, folks, is... Oh, I haven't got any oil, so I've got a bit of this oil here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to fill that cap up, and I'm going to give it a bit of a quench. So get it nice. Just remember, guys, don't give it too much, because it'll just melt. But give it a bit of a quench in oil. Now that'll harden that up lovely. Alright, so all I'm going to do, pop my oil back in there. In fact, I'll let that drip out on the rag. Now, that's cooled down a lot, but that is absolutely perfect, that. So we might get away with that, folks. I might have saved him a few quid, but that's what I'm about. You know, you might come across this yourself. I mean, I always keep these coils anyway because they're just so easy to make and remold and reshape. Now, pardon me. Obviously, if we put that on that wire there, that's got more of a, it's got more of a turn to it. So, what I'm going to do while it's in the, in fact, I might have to give that a bit more heat on this side, so I can get that nice bend on it like so. But like I said, you don't need to go mad. Okay. I just don't want this uncoiling like it's trying to do. Cool, get back in there. Cool. Right, let's just see if this catches, shall we? Because we only need it to catch on edge, and it'll go into position itself. So let's just pull cord through. Now that needs coming out a cat's knacker, that. A cat's knacker that does, but what I'm going to do while I'm there, I'm going to change pull cord on it, I think. So, like before, I'm going to give this a bit of heat. I think we might be there with that, folks, now. That will catch. Obviously it is a warm job, so just be careful. Okay. So now we need to sit these back in. Now if you see there where I've just bent that to, see there? I've just bent that now, so that's going to catch the middle of that tear. It's like a little flange thing there, look. Just okay, but what I'm going to do while we've got it out, I'm going to change this manky pull cord. Because that'll be the next thing on the agenda. Me pull cord snapped. So, just be careful with that, folks. So pop that out, pop your old pull cord out, and just look at the length of that. Okay, you can see, and then get your new pull cord out, folks, and then put that there. Get your old one. Obviously that's got a knot on end, so leave it a bit extra for knot. There we go. Cut both ends off. Job's a good one. Back in. Oh, they're lovely and cheap, that pull cord. And It's lasted me bloody years, that has. Well, I say years. Seasons. So, just burn your ends off. Roll them up. Then they won't fray. Same with that one. Watch your fingers like that though, because then we'll get hot. Okay. So that's plenty of pull cord on that. So what we'll do, we'll give that a bit of a knot. Alright. And then we shall feed it through. Can I feed it that way? Where the bloody hell is it? There. So we'll feed it this way. Just get your pliers if you can't get your fingers down, and just push it along its way. And then pull it out. That's why I love these little, I think they're only about £2, them cheap crap, but I tell you, they do the job. So there we go with that. So make sure you give your pull cord a nice, you want it sitting flush as you can get it. Otherwise it's just going to catch on pull cord mechanism at top. So push your knot in like so, and just trim off any loose ends like so, and that should be perfect. That should catch. Right folks, so that's that on. New pull cord on. Let's obviously you don't want to thread this through the pull cord housing, obviously, because you need to wind it up and get some tension on it. So let's catch. There we go, it's got it. So let's give this a bit of tension. No, in fact, what we'll do, we'll get this spring on. We shall get this cherry springer on. Alright, and then we'll get the screw in. And we'll give that screw a bit of a tighten up. Not too much though, folks. Oh. Maybe then that's wanting to pop up that. Right, so what we'll do now, we'll just get some tension on this pull cord, which it will be a bit tricky. If you've got nimble hands like me. Alright, but there you go. We're there. So all you do now, pop your pull cord through, is get your pliers there, pop your pull cord through the hole, pull it through, like so, and then let that go back. Why has that not gone back? I bloody done it the wrong way. Thank you. So take that back out, folks. That's me playing a bloody wally, that. Right, folks, so alright, folks, so what we need to do here is we need to see what's happening underneath that second. Right, this will be a bit tricky to coil, I reckon. So we'll do as best. You'll feel it when springs had enough. Now, I think that'll do for me, that. So, we're here on top there now, on to pull cord. So we need to pull that we can just get a touch more. We're right. So pull cord can go back through. Pull, there we go, pull that straight. Right, so now we want our washer bar. Put that on, washer with a bar on. Obviously that catches the engine clutch, whatever you want to call it, on the end there. Right, folks, so all we're doing now is just wind that back in. But bear in mind, you don't want it too much, because obviously you need to put it through the rope. But that's bob on that, that's perfect. So thread it through. So thread it through there, pop it on till it's right, nicely sat up to that. And obviously a nice knot in it. And that's not going nowhere, that, folks. Alright, but you see that's it might need a bit more taking off of that, but we'll leave that for now. Right. Right folks, what I'll do, I'll come back to you once I've got it back on, and then we'll see if it fires up. Two folks, welcome back. So that's the pull cord mechanism back on. I have tested it obviously off camera, and I'm happy with the results, which I will show you now. So obviously machine on, I don't need choke because I've had it running. There we go. It's low on fuel. So that is a I've run out of pee. I've run out of GT85. Oh dear. Right folks, so I'm just going to show it a bit of love, and then we'll call it a day. So don't forget folks, if you do like the channel and you like my content, please consider heading over and showing some love. And if you are already subscribed, much love to you all. That's all I'm going to do, I'm not going mad on that. So what we'll do first before I head off is we'll put the pipes back on, which they'll twist. They are a bit fiddly, but right, so this one should be a bit easier. There we go. Put that back on. There. Way on there. So just check it again. Can't bloody pull it now. There we go folks. Perfect. Right folks, so on that note, thanks for watching another episode of Rob's Engine Repairs, and don't forget to hit that bell, hit that subscribe button. Stay safe. God bless.
Thanks for watching Rob's Small Engine Repairs. If you enjoyed the content, please like, share, and subscribe.